Hello everybody. We are going to discuss about sexual reproduction in plants. The reproduction which involves fusion of male and female gamete is called sexual reproduction. The offspring produced during the sexual reproduction are differing from their parents. All organisms shows sexual reproduction. All higher organisms show sexual reproduction at their maturity. Before that, they before the sexual reproduction, the individuals attain the maturity, and after the maturity, they show phenomenon of sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction in plants takes place after completing the juvenile or vegetative phase of life cycle. And the sexual reproduction in plant is observed during the flowering period. So what is a flower? So it is a specialized structure designed for sexual reproduction. Flower is highly modified condensed shoot meant for sexual reproduction. So why it is called shoot? Because the nodes whatever present on the thalamus, these are condensed, and so this flower is called highly modified condensed shoot specialized for sexual reproduction. So what is flower? Now the higher plants shows a specialized reproductive structure called flower, and this flower is again differentiated into various floral parts, such as the stalk of the flower is called pedicel. So just above the stalk of the flower, there is a swollen portion, and this portion is called thalamus. On the thalamus, different nodes are present, but these are highly condensed, and highly condensed means they are closely placed. So on each node, again there are four floral whorls, and these floral whorls are calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. So what do you mean by calyx? The all sepals, that is the outermost whorl, that is calyx, consist of, or it is made up of number of green leafy structure called sepals. So all sepals together form calyx. Similarly, the colored petals, all colored petals together form corolla, and all stamens together form a male reproductive whorl, androecium. So these are the stamens, and all these stamens together form a male reproductive whorl, that is androecium. Similarly, the female and innermost essential floral whorl of the flower is called gynoecium, and the gynoecium is distinct into stigma, swollen portion, style, elongated portion, and ovary, the basal swollen portion. The ovary encloses some reproductive structure called ovules, and the ovules later on produces female gametophyte. So this is about the gynoecium, the innermost floral whorl. So whatever these four whorls of the flower are lies in that flower, these outer two floral whorls are called accessory floral whorls like calyx and corolla, while the inner two floral whorls are called that is essential floral whorls, and these two inner plural words are androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is a male reproductive verb, while the gynoecium is female essential reproductive verb. So these are the four plural verbs: calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Calyx, corolla is accessory plural verb, and androecium and gynoecium are essential reproductive verb. So essential means these are that is highly these are essential means very important as concerned with the reproduction. So these are androecium and gynoecium are called essential plural verbs because these are highly important in the sexual reproduction. So this is about the flower. Now, what is sexual reproduction and how it takes place in the higher plants? The sexual reproduction takes place with the help of this reproductive structure, that is a flower. So during that sexual reproduction, what happens? The two gametes, that is male and female gametes, are fused and a diploid structure is formed called zygote. So what is the zygote? It is the fusion product of male and female gamete. So zygote formation takes place after the fertilization, but in higher plant the fertilization involves two important events, and these important events, that is, are meiosis and zygote formation. So these are the two important events occurring before fertilization. So meiosis takes place during the gamete formation and zygote formation takes place after the fusion of gametes. So sexual reproduction takes place after meiosis. That means gamete formation, that is gametogenesis, is the process where male and female gametes are formed in the flower, and these male and female gametes are formed in the male and female reproductive organ. So male reproductive organ, that is made up of stamens. Each stamen is again distinct into two parts, that is the distinct into three parts, that is anther, filament, and a connecting portion, that is connective. So after the maturity of at the maturity of flower, the filament, that is a supportive portion. The anther encloses pollen sac, and this pollen sac contain pollen grain, and after pollination, pollen grain later on germinates and produces male gametophyte, and the male gametophyte then later on produces male gametes, that is non-motile. These are non-motile. So what about the gynoecium and how it is important in the sexual reproduction? The gynoecium is female reproductive organ. Each gynoecium or carpel distinct into stigma, style, and ovary. Now after the maturity of flower, at the period of reproduction, when the gynoecium is mature, its basal portion, that is ovary, produces ovules, and ovules later on contain megaspore. Megaspore afterward gives rise to female gametophyte or embryo sac, and this female gametophyte or embryo sac later on produces female gamete, and that is the female gamete is called egg or ovum. Now this egg and the male gamete fused and zygote is formed. So this zygote is represented as a diploid structure, and it is the fusion product. While the gametes, the egg as well as the male gamete, these are haploid and these are produced after gametogenesis, and during that gametogenesis, meiosis is the important event occurring. So this is about the pre-fertilization stage. After fertilization, there is zygote formation, and later on, this sexual reproduction is distinct into three phases. That is pre-fertilization, that is formation of gametes, pollination, formation of gametes. So these are the pre-fertilization event. Later on, the fertilization, which involves the fusion of male gamete and egg. So this fusion of male and female gametes results into zygote. So zygote formation is the second event during the sexual reproduction. Then after formation of zygote, there is a embryonic development. Then later on zygote divides and gives rise to embryo, and this process of formation of embryo from zygote is called embryogenesis. So fertilization, the sexual reproduction, that is involves three steps. That is this fertilization process, sexual reproduction involves pre-fertilization, fertilization, and post-fertilization. That is steps. So these are the three steps whatever occurring during the sexual reproduction. So what are these three steps? That is pre-fertilization stage, pre-fertilization stage. The second one is fertilization phase. Fertilization phase, and third one is post-fertilization phase. So what do you mean by pre-fertilization phase? The phase that is occurring before the fertilization, and it involves meiosis and gamete formation during the gametogenesis. What about fertilization phase? It involves fusion of male and female gametes, that is egg, and it results into zygote formation. What about the post-fertilization phase? That is occurring after the formation of zygote, and during that post-fertilization event, embryonic development occurs, and this formation of embryo occurs during the post-fertilization event. So during that embryogenesis, what happens? Zygote divide and redivide to form a embryo, and the formation of embryo from zygote is called embryogenesis, and this event occurs after post-fertilization. So this is about the some events occurring during the sexual reproduction. Now, what is the importance of sexual reproduction? So, how it is important in the higher plants? Sexual reproduction in higher plants. This sexual reproduction in higher plant is important as concerned with the evolution, because during the sexual reproduction there is a mixing up during the sexual reproduction there is a mixing of genes, that is there is a fusion of male and female gamete, and due to the fusion of male and female gamete there is a mixing of genes, and the mixing of genes that is results into variations, and these variations are nothing but differences among the offsprings and their parents. The parents and offsprings are differing from one another. So such differences among the parents and their individual, that is offspring. So differences among the parents and their offspring are called variations. And why these variations appears in the sexual reproduction? Because there is a mixing of genes, and genes are then uh, mixed during the event of sexual reproduction, that is fusion of male and female gametes results into mixing of genes, and due to the mixing of genes, that is gamete that is produced from male parent and female gamete produced from female parent. So these parental genes coming from male parent and female parent are allowed to fuse during the sexual reproduction, and these gametes when fused means the genes coming from the male and female parents are mixed, and due to which variations are occur, and these variations helps in the process of evolution. So variations are supporting, or variations are playing important role during the evolution, because they support the process of evolution. Because variation, there is evolution. So without variation, there is no evolution. So what is evolution? There is a continuous change, and that continuous change is based on that is continuous change in the individual is based on the variations. So variations provide raw material for evolution. So what is evolution? It is a continuous change. So individuals of each progeny are continuously changing their character because of variation, and these variations are occurring due to the mixing of genes. So sexual reproduction uh, that is called variations, and due to variation there is evolution. So another importance of sexual reproduction, that is the individuals produced during sexual reproduction, they they are differing from their parent, number one, and another important thing, the individuals produced that is after sexual reproduction, these are not only differing but they are showing variations as well as another important thing, the fertilization. Sexual reproduction involves fertilization, and the fertilization events that is also this fertilization events plays important role during the post fertilization changes, because this fertilization that is continues the post fertilization changes, that is formation of fruit, formation of seed, and this formation of fruit and formation of seed, these are the important aspects, these are the important features of higher plants, in which the fruit formation as well as seed formation is uh, occurring after fertilization, and these events are very essential for their life cycle, that is in higher plant, the seed formation, fruit formation, these are events are very useful in their life cycle. So this is all about the sexual reproduction and the events occurring during the sexual reproduction. After all, in next period